Spencer, a defeat at Kingstonian out of the FA Trophy. What's your reaction?
I thought it was a poor standard of game. I'm afraid I think we started the better of the sides. Telfrey's made a good save down low to his left. We give away, one of my centre-halves makes an error. We're 1-0 down. And then the game totally changes on a total fluke. Fluke cross, takes a deflection, flies in the top of the net, you're 2-0 down. And then it's always an uphill battle. Kingstonian, it gives them all the energy. I thought we were poor. Look, the pitch is diabolical. Just as bad for both teams. You know, it doesn't help Kingstonian. They want to play football. We knew all about it. We didn't deal with it. We couldn't pass the ball properly. Too many players were off it. We've still got too many niggles. We're bringing on players to, put round pegs in square holes. And, we then changed the system at half time. I thought, we give it a go, but we concede another very poor defensive goal at the start of the second half, and the game's probably beyond us. It takes us a little bit of time then to, we still think we got loads of time. We score the best goal of the game. And then Telfrey pulls out a worldly. If that goes in with 10 minutes to go, who knows? But then, we're bombing players forward and they catch us at the end for 4-1. So congratulations to Kingstonian. We didn't do ourselves justice. I'm delighted not to come here again. I'm sorry, with all due respect. This isn't a football pitch. But it's the same for both sides. And they handled it a lot better than we did. And we haven't done ourselves any justice. And clearly with the injuries we've got, we desperately need to get our defenders back. However, did I think we defend properly from the front? No. Did we play the way I wanted us to play on this pitch? No. We were off it, and Kingstonian thoroughly deserved to win the game. So congratulations to Hayden and his guys. And I'm hoping it'll be the reversal of what happened 2 weeks ago when we squeezed through against Banbury, and then we're awful on the Tuesday night. Our most important game is always going to be Wednesday night against Harrow. So another very tough place to go. So if it has to end here and we can go and get 3 points in a very tough place, but I've just made my feelings very clear to the dressing room that we've had all the plaudits. We won 11 straight. I think we've won 7 or 8 home straight. I'd love to play Kingstonian on our pitch, don't get me wrong. I'd love to have my defenders back. But the trophy run ends, but we're not going to win the trophy. And with the greatest will in the world, I doubt Kingstonian are either. It is a tough competition. We wanted to win, of course we did. But our focus is on the league. So, but it's my bigger concern is the warnings that Hayes and Yedding and this have shown me. We can't cope when we've got key players missing. And we do have a problem when things go wrong, that the reaction is not strong enough. And, we were well beaten on the day, despite having a little bit of moments. But I do feel the second goal's absolutely killed the game stone dead for us. So there we go.
And you made a double substitution at half-time. What was the thinking there for the team?
Well, we're 2-0 down. We're going out the FA Trophy. So we've got to go gun-ho. It wasn't working. We didn't look like scoring. We were trying to play tappy football in front of their penalty box with a ton of mud and divots and everything else in it. It was just ridiculous. We weren't listening. We needed to be more direct, more quick with our decisions. So we went 3-5-2. We got Michael on. I thought generally did quite well in the second half. He stretched them. He had his moments, there's no doubt about it. Ricky obviously had a knock. So we went 3-5-2. I could have taken off 6 or 7 of the lads, to be honest. But it is a bit harsh. We're 2-0 down to a defensive error and a complete fluke. So didn't want to go too mad. I just didn't feel that we had it in us in the current system to score goals. And my problem is that, in another 50 odd minutes we would have been out of the trophy. So we went for it. But unfortunately the goal quite early at the start of the second half kills it. And as much as we threatened them for 10-15 minutes, up until the last 10 minutes, Telfrey's made more saves than my keeper has. Obviously, in the last 10 minutes, my keeper's made 2 or 3 fantastic ones because we're going gun-ho. But, I suppose then the key moment is that that's a phenomenal save, I think, from Hodges. Once we've got it back to 3-1. I don't want to be carried away. Kingstonian deserved to win the game. We just weren't on it. We couldn't handle the pitch. We couldn't handle a lot of things today, which is very frustrating. But I don't want to take away from a team that's won so many games recently. But it is a serious warning sign, and we're letting the players know that this has happened now a couple of times. And there's a few players that perhaps need to be sitting in the dugouts at the moment, need to be rested or dropped, for want of another phrase. There's not enough there from us. I didn't think we worked hard enough today. And, I think I'm frustrated because, I really felt we had a great chance today. I felt, I knew the pitch was going to be poor. Hayden called me yesterday and said how bad it was going to be. So, I just didn't think we turned up. I didn't think we did ourselves justice again. And, too many people feeling sorry for themselves. So yeah, I'm really disappointed for our fans. It's absolutely freezing here. It's a nightmare, so I'm gutted for them. Thank them so much for coming, and it's a warning sign. It's a warning sign. Where do we want to be this season? How high can we get? And this is our reality check. This is not the first time this has happened. I think this is probably the third. It's a reality check, and for all the wins, you want to win promotions, or we'd be competing for them. That these type of days, we didn't work hard enough. We didn't stick to the game plan. Too many people didn't have enough in them, and Kingstonian thoroughly deserved, and we wish them all the best in the next round.
And we had to make do without Richard, Salim and John today. Any news on them?
Yeah, I mean, I was saying to some of the Kingstonian directors before, you see me 2 weeks ago, and we're buzzing. We've won whatever at that point, 9-10 straight games. I've got the back fours the same every week, and I lost all 4. So, yeah, John, good news, has been released from hospital yesterday. So he's had, a 10-11 day stay in hospital. That's just a relief that he's home. He's feeling a lot better. I don't know what the situation will be regarding football, but first and foremost, that's great news, he's home. Richard's not as bad as we thought. Seriously doubt he'll be available Wednesday, but possibly next Saturday. But then do we push it when we've got the Bournemouth game on the Tuesday, that we can obviously rest him for that? So that's CJ is really struggling, as you can see. Seth is still struggling. He was no way fit to start again. Salim was not fit today again. He's really struggling. Possibly 50-50 for Wednesday. So yeah, we are the walking wounded at the moment, but every club gets it. We're having a patch of it at the moment, and unfortunately our problem is it's all happening in the defensive area. So where we've been so strong, we're not at the moment. And take nothing away that we were very good against Salisbury last Saturday. I'm disappointed with the preparation for today, with where we should have been, but we weren't. We trained well on Wednesday. We planned well. They knew everything that was coming. Just didn't deal with it. So yeah, hopefully we'll get a few back. Realistically, for Wednesday, unlikely.
And Farnborough, what are your thoughts on them? Obviously, they beat us earlier in the season. Tough opposition.
Yeah, it's on a Wednesday night. This is what I've just explained to the players. It's a place that, the pitch is, with all due respect, is unlikely to be free flowing. So we've had a good warm up on this pitch. It's a very difficult place to get to on a Wednesday night with the traffic. It's last time I was there we lost 5-0 off my memory, and I was apologising to the fans in the minibus. This is a different side, but I've just told them we need a reaction. We need to show that we are not a soft touch when things don't go our way. Don't get me wrong, when things are going our way, most teams we're comfortably beating. But when it's not going our way, and I'm not talking about the odd goal that we concede, because that's football. At the moment, we don't look like digging ourselves out of it, particularly when we don't have our first choice players available. And Kingstonian were ruthless about it. So Harrow, they thoroughly deserved to beat us last time. They've had 8-9 days rest. So it's a big question to ask us on Wednesday night is, Met Police can go top on Tuesday night. And yeah, good luck to them if they do that, and perhaps, people should start chasing them down. So it's a very tough place to go on a Wednesday. I'm looking forward to it because I'm just fuming today. But we'll need to be an awful lot better than we were today against a very, very good Harrow side who had a phenomenal run, pushed Portsmouth all the way, thoroughly deserved to beat us at our place, and not many teams have done that. And then we've got Merthyr, and Merthyr go and sign the Golden Boot winner yesterday from the last 2 years. They clearly don't want to be down the wrong end of the table on Saturday at home, and they beat Met Police 3-0 at Met Police only 3 or 4 weeks ago. So the games are coming thick and fast. We need to patch ourselves up, but we also need to really look at ourselves individually and make sure that these type of poor performances, if I get beat 1-0 in a game, then sometimes you put your hand up. Did the scoreline flatter me? Yeah, probably did, because I think Telfrey's made some very good saves. But let's not take anything about it. We weren't on it today. We were second to nearly everything. We didn't deal with the pitch. And Kingstonian, as I said, we wish them all the best in the next round.
Thanks, Spencer, and good luck for next week.
Thank you.